Good day, my name is David Fusco, and in this show, I'm going to talk about business, finance, and how to survive and thrive in this crazy environment that we're living in today. Welcome to my show. Good day. Happy New Year to all. Today is December 31st, 2024, and by the time this hits the YouTube screens, it'll be the new year. And every year, many of us, including myself, make these resolutions and promises of all the amazing things we're going to do. But what I also like to do when I get to this moment in time is to look back at the year that's gone by and take an analysis of, did you do the things you promised you were going to do? Everybody starts off gung-ho and ready to take on the world, and then something happens. It's called life, and life gets in the way, and then we lose that momentum. So we need to try to focus on things that'll help bring us closer to what we want. One of the things I also like to do, though, is I look back at the year, and you can't say, oh, I didn't do this, I didn't do that, because there will be things like that. But you also got to look at the positive things, look at the improvements you've made. Have you increased your skill in some area? Have you saved in more ways, set up 401ks? Whatever it is, there are wins that you have. If you focus only on the things that you've failed at, you're going to lose your momentum and you're going to lose your purpose. So tomorrow, January 1, 2025, whole new year starting. And, when I think about the year that's passed and all the changes that have happened, it's amazing. And I think 2025 is going to even accelerate. Artificial intelligence has become more commonplace. Cryptocurrencies are now working their way into more and more systems, into the banks. Heck, the government even wants to, and many governments around the world are even buying cryptocurrencies. We have a new administration starting up. How it'll turn out, who knows? Again, everybody makes plans, including, our political officials, but do those plans come forward? Anything can happen to change what's going on. So what I like to do, though, for myself, and that's a suggestion for you, is I focus on 4 areas of my life to help me improve. And I set goals for those areas. When you set goals, you got to keep in mind that it's, we set these monumental goals, whatever they might be. Let's say that you're pretty sedentary and you don't do much of any movement, but you want to run a marathon. Well, are you going to do that in a year? I guess it's possible. But it's going to be a hard push to do. So, you set goals that are reasonable and attainable. And by doing that, it'll help you motivate yourself and it'll bring you more capabilities to get to where you want. But the 4 areas I like to focus on, and I think everyone should, is number 1, your body. Body meaning your physical being, and even your mental being. How are you physically? This is our piece of equipment to be here on the earth. And if we don't maintain it, just like we don't maintain our cars, they're not going to last too long. And even if you live to 100 years old, you want to be able to do as much as humanly possible in that time. If you're laid up with illnesses and injuries, you're not going to be of any value to yourself. You're not going to be any value to the people around you, and how are you going to help them? So your number 1 goal should always be focused on your own physical body and your mental well-being. The next thing I like to focus on is, of course, my business. My business, because this is what brings in the bacon. This is what gives me the ability and gives you the abilities to eat and focus and function in life. And, you should have your particular goals. I have mine. One of my commitments is to make more valuable and more consistent podcasts, which is what I'm doing today. And there are other ones. I mean, I have an office in Staten Island. I want to improve it and make it more technology-wise. I'm going to bring artificial intelligence into it. I mean, on one hand, I'm like saying, man, this artificial intelligence is going to replace us one day. And it may. Who the heck knows? I mean, that's for not me to see in the future. But you know what? It's here. It has value. Use it for the values you can if it makes sense in your world. I have an office in Pennsylvania that I'm expanding upon. And, so there's things I'm doing in business that, of course, to learn more. Cryptocurrencies is not going away. And I've focused more and more on learning about cryptocurrencies, buying cryptocurrencies, taxation of cryptocurrencies, how to have different methods of mitigating and limiting the taxation, and as well as offering artificial intelligence services. I'm bringing in an associate who's a specialist in artificial intelligence, and we're going to figure out how to incorporate that into my business as well as into my clients' businesses. The next thing, the third item of the 4 B's, first of which was body, the second is your business, the next one is your bonds. What I mean by bonds is your connection with your family, your friends, your community at large. What are you doing to bring people together, to help other people? I mean, we're not here just to live and eat and then die one day. We're here to help others, to learn ourselves, to grow ourselves, and in learning and growing ourselves, to help others to learn and grow for themselves. Sometimes it's not easy. Sometimes we have family members that, we don't choose those family members. They're just given to us. And, it's sometimes difficult to figure out how to connect with them. But you got to do your best to do so. I'm not saying there aren't times where you need to cut off and take a break, but you should not lose your connections with your other people in your family, your friends, and your neighbors. We're going into, in my opinion, a trying time in the world again. I mean, it seems the world goes in cycles. Every 80 to 100 years, we're going through the 4 seasons, just like we do the 4 seasons in every year. The world and societies go through cycles, the 4 seasons of, winter, spring, summer, fall. And I've talked about it before, the book, The Fourth Turning, which is the winter season, and we're going into that. And we've been in that winter season. We could see it. That's the time when old structures fall apart and change, and the new system is going to be born at the end of that. That's the spring. But right now we're in winter. The most turmoil happens during this time frame. So you got to be ready for that by getting your body in the best condition that you can, your business and or your working skills as honed in as possible so that you can continue to provide value and then bring value to yourself and your family, and then your bonds and the people around you, because we're not, what is it? No man is an island, and who the heck wants to be on an island all by themselves? I guess some people do, but most people don't. We're kind of like pack animals, and that's why humans love dogs too, because they're pack animals. And then the most important, I think, thing to think about, and that we don't like to even talk about, or many of us don't, is our being. And by that, I mean our connection with a higher purpose, God, the universe, whatever word you like to use, however you decide to define God or the Creator. And if you can't find that, if you have absolutely zero belief, and then it's definitely a little more difficult, I think. But, find something to believe in, that we're not just here, and I don't believe we are just here for, just to exist and then be gone. We're here to learn. We're here to help others to learn. We're here to share and to make the world a better place for those that come after us. We don't want to destroy the world, but we can't forget that we need to live ourselves and prosper ourselves. So for 2025, my New Year's wish to all of you and my friends, my family, my viewers, and anyone who might come across this video is to take control of as much of your destiny as you possibly can. Take care of your body, take care of your business, your skills, take care of your family and your bonds, and take care of your connection with God, the universe, however you like to say it. Thank you very much, and have a happy and wonderful new year.
Thank you for listening. If you can, please subscribe and like this video, and look forward to getting back on track and doing a video at least every 2 weeks. Thank you.